Hi guys, so we're going to do creating a custom format. So right now I've got a few numbers there, so what I'm going to do now is I'm simply going to highlight these numbers. I'm going to copy them and paste them into C and into E because I'm just simply going to use them 3 times for the 3 separate things. So quite commonly we want to put in things like G for grams, kg for kgs, etc. against our number. And people sometimes find that really difficult because when they go up here to numbers and what they can do with numbers, that they just don't exist in that manner. And sometimes we just have to create our own. So here it goes. I'm going to highlight all these and I'm going to change these so it says grams, so 25 grams. So with it highlighted, I'm going to go to General and I'm going to go to Custom More Number Formats because I know it doesn't exist. After this opens up, I go straight to Custom. Then in this custom area down here, I look for the closest thing that it represents to me and number 0. And that's what I want. So now if I go up here into the type area, which is right here, and I'm going to put in here exactly what I want. So to do that, I have to use the quote marks. So I'm going to say quote mark, and I actually want a space before the G. So space G quote mark. You'll actually see up here at the sample area right here exactly what it's going to be. So you'll know whether you're doing it right or wrong. And I'm now going to say OK. And now I've got grams, which is brilliant. The beauty about this is on the same workbook, or sorry, within the same workbook or worksheet, if you want these to be grams as well, remember you can just highlight any one of them, click on the format paintbrush and say, I want these to be like so as well. So you don't have to keep going back in. You could also simply, again, in the same workbook, highlight them, go back in here and go to More Number Formats, and again go to Custom. And if you go down to the very, very bottom, you'll see any custom formats that you've done listed at the bottom. Unfortunately, these will only apply to each workbook you're in. So there we go, and I'm going to say OK, and it's done as well. So that's as easy as it is. So I'm just going to do one more. So I'm going to get rid of these grams. So I'll just do the undo. Okay, and let's put these to be kgs. Sorry, yeah, kgs. So I've highlighted it. I'm going to go to General. I'm going to go to Number Formats. And again, I'm going to Customize. And I look for the nearest thing I want down here. And again, it's here. If I wanted 2 decimal places, I'd obviously use this one, but it's not. I want just a regular number. I go right up beside the type, put in the quote mark, and then type in here what I want. And remember, if you want a space before the kg, put the space in. If you don't, put kg in, end of quote mark. You can see exactly then up here what's going on. Say OK, and we've got quote marks. So one other thing here is maybe these numbers are not great actually, so I might just change them very quickly. And these might be scores that people have got out of 300. So you need it to say more or less 150, 154 with 300. That's the sort of thing you might want to read. Because if you actually come over here and say 150 divided by 300, it goes like so, but you can't keep repeating that format all the way down. You've got to keep typing it all the way. Plus, it now thinks it's actually text, not numbers, because it's positioned to the right. So this really is not a good option. So I'm going to delete this. Again, I'll just highlight all of these. Again, I'll go to General, More, Custom, and again, it's the general numbers that I want. So what I want here, and the type is whatever the number is. Okay, and again, quote mark, /300, quote mark. And again, you can see up here if it's right or wrong. If it's not working out for you, try another approach. Okay, and that's great because now if I change that number to, because it should be 168, not 158, so 168, it's doing nothing to the /300, whereas it would have done if you had actually put it in normal everyday text. So that's how to do some simple custom formatting.